visual and audio record of thoughts. For now. Quite recently, I have been wondering if there was really much point at all to this solidification, I mean. Specifically after my visit with my good friend Matthew. As I said before in my previous posts, he has Asperger's disease. He cannot, well, do things that most people can. Why do I have headphones in my ears? I have headphones in my ears because I don't want to hear how I'm talking. I should also black out the screen so I'm not worried about that either. Good. Now, when I was at Matthew's house, we went there, we had goldfish and crackers, we played video games, we watched 2 movies, we had a wonderful time. And you know what? That's it. We didn't talk about our feelings, we didn't combine interests, we didn't do anything like that. We just existed. We gave each other time. I'm beginning to think that my whole way of going about finding friends is wrong anyway. I've forgotten. Again. You don't have to have people with common interests. You just have to have people that will be there. I have people that would be there, but quite recently, as it turns out, I don't have any common interests. Why am I walking into the closet? The point is that there's a well, not the point, but at the end of our little visit, something very interesting happened. He came up to me and said he had a wonderful time. And of course, I said I did too, because I did. And he said something to me that, well, put into words something I've been wanting to say for a long time. Look, this isn't the exact word. This isn't the exact wording, but this is at least what he said to me. I'm trying to remember, but that was it. He basically said, I don't have much to offer. I know my limits. But if you stick with me, I am certain you will not find a more loyal friend than I. That is what happened, and that is what he said. And I know that is exactly what I have been wanting to say to a few people for a long time. But as it seems, standards of friendships vary, and I begin to wonder. I mean, I have Anthony, I have Matthew, and then I have Jake, and all these wonderful people that I could go to. If I was ever needing for social contact, I wouldn't have to log onto Facebook or anything like that. I would simply just be there with them. I'd drive. It's simple. Then I began to wonder. I have so many friends on Facebook. So many of them, and I've eliminated the ones that aren't my friends mostly. I've done this by myself. I've taken the time to do this. The ones that remain are ones that I would absolutely consider my friends. I've had plenty of wonderful times with them. Hopefully I will continue to do so in the future. And then, but, compared to what I feel when I'm physically there with someone who doesn't understand me, I don't understand, or at least mostly, compared to actually being there with him, and the goodwill that is shared between us, and the joy of being with someone who wants to be with you. You have that guarantee. The fact that you have that guarantee makes it so much better. I don't know. I don't know if it's better. I don't know if it's worse. But it's different. Because texting only goes so far. I had begun to wonder if that was friendship at all. But as it so turns out, the time I spend with my friends is, well, it's not wasted. Time online allows me to get a broader scope of the world, as it has, especially with the friends that are atheists or the ones with different views. And of course, people have different views. Yes, but the friends that are old, the friends that still hold me in high esteem, the friends whose esteem I do not have to win over, as I am terrible at winning over esteem. These are the friends which I wish to invest myself into. As I say this with a downcast face, this is because, well, I'm beginning to wonder if I should be normal again. I remember how I was before. I remember how I was judgmental. I remember how I was impetuous. I remember how if someone didn't like what I liked, I would uncheck them immediately. I remember how the opposite took place. I remember how, well, if someone just wanted to talk to me, I'd be there for them. I remember seeing bullies chase me down the hallway. I remember when they were all done with me, I would look back at the last one who spoke to me, and I would begin walking after him silently, trying to sneak up on him, trying to... I don't know what I was trying to do. But what happened was quite odd that day, I do remember. What happened was that I tried to get him to be my friend. The one who beat me up, the one who put me in that locker, the one who did that is the one that I wanted to befriend. I'm beginning to think that, attention is my meaning of friendship. Simply being there for me is enough to win me over, I suppose, and Matthew will always be there for me. Therefore, he is the perfect friend. And indeed, what I feel when I'm with him can, well, I believe it to be nothing less than true friendship. And, well, why settle for anything less? Why settle for friends who would leave? Why settle for friends who don't respond? Why settle for friends who, why settle for friends who are, See, as I say this now, I'm beginning to think that maybe this isn't such a good idea. Of course, I vouch for this, but the point is that there are logical explanations why this is the wrong thing, you know? You can't just go around banning people, especially not friends that you already have. And Emily and Eric and all these people that I love so much. Am I supposed to just tell them, oh, I'm sorry, I actually have real-life friends now. I can't do this anymore. No offense, but you understand, right? No! I'm not doing that. But at the same time, I have the good times with the friends, but the bad is that I can't really leave them. Is it wrong that I feel trapped with them? I mean, it's not something that I would like to be. Why am I talking like this, honestly? Why am I talking like this? One must understand now that I love them, all of them, equally. Of course I do. I try to be them for there whenever I can, save for when I forget, which is quite often nowadays, but the point is that I invest myself fully into everyone I meet. And unfortunately, the standard that, well, this can't be upheld. I was beginning to wonder if I was the only person on Earth who had this standard. But it's not. Matthew has this standard as well. Simply being there for him is enough for him. And it's enough for me. Which means we're best friends. Until we die, well, after we die, I hope we turn to ghosts and go scaring the shit out of people. And despite all the things that are going on, despite the good things that are going on, simply being there with another friend. That's all I want. In real life, or not, but it doesn't have to be deep, it doesn't have to be, like, go check for time. 8 minutes and 52 seconds. 54, 55, 57. That's about it. I'm beginning to just think all of this. Beginning to realize that my way of thinking is wrong over and over and over again, and having to rework myself for something that doesn't even work out in the end. Because I just want to stop changing, you know? I don't like changing. I don't like it! It's something that I have to do, but I don't like it! But if I indeed remove the source of what is causing these changes, as I must change myself, I know, otherwise I would be destroyed. But what if I just left? Matthew doesn't even have Facebook. But then, what if he died? What if he died? Then that would be... I can't prepare for contingency because, you know, with friends, you can't be constantly thinking, what if this guy dies? You can't do that, honestly. Cut it off!